For a majority of my childhood and adolescence, I resented being Mexican. Born in the United States, I desperately wanted to understand what it meant to be US American. I wanted to believe in the liberty and freedom it preached so incredibly much. This is my country, and my people will be treated as such. But however, that wasn't the case for my family. We didn't have the luxury to live, quote unquote, normally. This country had beat down my family at every chance it could. The pain and struggles we felt together could not be misunderstood. We were not wanted here. Stuck between two worlds, trying to navigate both, but never fully grasping either. Not US American enough, nor Mexican enough, I need a breather. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm broken, I don't know who I am. I don't understand. Why is it so difficult for others to get that I am both? It makes sense. It took a majority of my own life to reach that growth. I am born in the United States as the son of two Mexican immigrants. One thing both my countries taught me is that I have the power to make a difference. My voice will no longer shake, quiver, or quake. I am US American and Mexican, and that is no mistake.
My dad is from Mexico, my mom is from Spain. I am half Mexican, half Spanish, and US American. Logic and basic mathematical principles will tell you that that's impossible, but I'm living proof that it's true. Stuck in a three-way tie of nationalities, all I can do is frantically make my way towards the middle of these opposing forces. They say I'm not US American because I can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance or sing the national anthem at the drop of a hat. They say I'm not Spanish because my accent is not thick enough. They say I'm not Mexican because how could I be with my fair skin and when I say vosotros instead of ustedes? They say all of these things, but they cannot possibly understand that I am all and none at the same time. No one truly accepts me as theirs, but I hold them all close to my heart. Because without them, I am no one. If I am not Mexican, if I am not Spanish, if I am not US American, who am I?
When I was 5, I realized for the first time that I wasn't white. While playing tag, a friend was running away from me and made squinty eyes. When I was 6, I felt constantly ashamed of when my friends would say my mother's accent sounded funny or how they couldn't understand it, because it was a constant reminder of how we weren't US Americans. When I was 7, I begged my mom to pack me Lunchables and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch because of how I was teased for eating dumplings with chopsticks. When I was 8, a random stranger came up to me and asked me where I was from. I told them I was from West Bloomfield, Michigan, and was confused when they said, "No, where are you really from?" I innocently said that I was actually born in Pontiac. For so much of my childhood, society did its best to tell me that my culture wasn't good enough, or that I would never be looked to as a true US American. As one of only 3 Asian students in a school of 2,000, I stuck out like a sore thumb. I realize now that it was me conditioned by society to be ashamed of my culture and to try to reject my heritage. I've learned otherwise. I will no longer give in to those pressures and will proudly show who I am. I'm a little bit Chinese, a little bit Mongolian, a little bit US American, but I'm a whole lot of all 3.
Despite not speaking English at home and growing up between 2 cultures, I always managed to find a way to fit in. I was white. I looked like everyone else, and I sounded like them too, so I was accepted. My otherness existed as a side note. However, I viewed my Polish culture, language, and heritage with a profound pride. It was US American culture that I resented at times, because for me, it represented a threat to my cultural identity. The frustration felt was not that of a lack of acceptance or discrimination, but one of reconciling privilege. My parents, our parents, put in years of work and struggle to bring themselves to where they stand today. And yet, I enjoy all the privileges of the so-called American dream without having to endure a single day of the tears, toil, and sweat that provided the opportunity for it. I hold the privilege of coming from an immigrant family, of being bilingual, holding dual nationality, and experiencing multiculturalism. But as so many other aspects of this land of the free, that entitlement resides on the inequity experienced by other immigrant families, lived through by my peers.
Jestem Polakiem.
我是中国人。
Yo soy mexicana y española.
Yo soy mexicano, but
We are also U.S. American.